Okay, question set 2 is about the curriculum and the curriculum model. Yes, we will teach the 4 content areas. Yes. We are going to start where the kids are, which makes the question about grade skipping really hard to answer. You know, will my child be able to skip to Algebra 2? It depends on where everybody else is. You know, if everybody else is taking Algebra 2, no, we're not going to skip. We're just going to have Algebra 2, and that's where the curriculum starts. If your child is the one child who's ready for Algebra 2 and nobody else is, then yes, we will look at flexible grouping, and especially in the first years of the school, multi-age grouping is going to be really, really easy. So, you know, Dr. Murphy and I are going to be looking at all of the options on how we can put a schedule together to allow maximum opportunity for kids to hit the level that they need. Will we be offering high school level courses? Again, depends on how the needs show up. I suspect that we will have to be accessing high school curriculum for the 8th graders in some form or another, but getting that profile from your kids, the kids we actually select, our 216, is going to be essential to answering that question. There will be a strand in the curriculum, which at the moment I'm calling the REI strand, the Reflective Engaged Investigator strand. Starting from their first year of middle school, and each year throughout the curriculum, we will be working in one way or another of preparing them to do research, authentic research with a mentor in their high school years. And while Dr. Murphy and I have not quite worked out the details on this yet, it gets embedded either within a course or in a course on its own, that the kids have an opportunity to reflect on what it means to have ability, what's good and what's bad about it, where are my strengths and weaknesses, and on into what does it mean to ask a question, what questions are unanswered, and who am I as a question asker, what kind of questions do I have, and into, well, how do we answer these questions that I have, and who else cares about these questions that I have? Somebody in the world must care about these questions that I have. How do I research it? How do I communicate the answer? At the high school level, there's a very wonderful program called Authentic Science Research that is very systematic in how it approaches scaffolding students through the research process. And programs that have mounted this have had lots of finalists in the Intel Science Search program. It's the most prestigious science contest in the country. I want to really take a good look at this to see how that model could be replicated in different subject areas. So it might be research on Truman and the dropping of the bomb, or it might be research or a mentorship in poetry and writing poetry or working on your first novel with the same kind of scaffolding in place. But our expectation is all these kids are going to be engaged in doing something, creating something. Will we be offering foreign language? Yes. What foreign languages will we offer? Right now, as we see it, and I'm trying to check with Dr. Murphy in the back of the room. Right now, I think we're looking at Spanish for the first year. What happens after that will be a factor of several things. First, as the school expands in numbers, we get different kinds of latitude in how we combine and arrange things. So we get just a little extra latitude because we get more faculty on board. And then, you know, everything's always partly a funding issue, and that will play a role in how we make decisions as well. Yes, there will be physical education, and we will have electives. We will have electives in the arts and in interest areas. I couldn't tell you to the letter what they are today, but I've never seen a high school that didn't have a band. So I think that we will be able to manage that, and then we will be able to give you more information as time goes on. You know, so we're sort of early in the process of considering this, but we are both experienced people at the secondary level, and we know what's important to kids and what's important to you, and what a good, rounded high school program looks like, and we're with you on those issues and needs.